Welcome to the podcast.
And today our topic for the podcast is, drumroll please, running! Yeah,
Cool.
that was kind of anticlimactic, but
Yeah.
pretty much, we run a lot, we have run a lot, we do a lot of running, and you may not be a runner, but you want to stick around for this podcast anyways. I don't know why, but you just want it.
Alright.
So, how did you get into running, Justin?
Well, I was forced into it. And I'm not really into it either. So.
You're still not into it?
Yep. How'd you get into running?
Alright, that was a pretty short story. I remember one day, I think my dad talked to, this was back in elementary school, I think my dad talked to the gym coach, who was also very into running, and he's like, yo, get my son to do something so he's not, lazy.
Shout out.
And so during recess, he just came up to me, put his hand on my shoulder, and he was like,
Son,
yo.
you can become a hero.
Except for he said, son, you could join the track club. And I was like, don't touch me. I didn't actually say that. I was just, made me think, no, I was, whatever. But that got me into track, I'm a long distance guy, so I do 1500s, all that. And I never made it to cities.
Anyways, now it's time to go into a subject I like to call Tips to Become a Pro Runner by Cameron and Justin.
So if you follow these top 5 tips, you are for sure going to become an Olympic runner.
Okay, number 1. You have to run if you want to become an elite runner. So, stop watching this podcast. Get up and run.
Or, you mean listen, so you could listen to it while you run.
Yeah, and also get data so you could listen to this while you run.
Or download it, But anyways, pretty much, you gotta run all the time, 24/7. If you have a job, just leave your job, leave school, leave all your other ambitions behind, and just run, okay? That's literally the only thing you have to do. Run all the time, because your competition probably has jobs. That makes them weak.
Jobs are for the weak.
Working, making money, that's for the weak, okay? You gotta be a pro. You gotta be an elite athlete. So you know what? Screw jobs. Go run. Okay, tip number 2. Justin.
Alright, tip number 2. Don't always run. Okay, to counteract the point we just made, you gotta stretch in between. You gotta work out more than just your legs. You gotta work out your core.
Right. I guess what we're trying to say is it's all about balance, okay? You can't just run all the time, even though we said to do that in the last tip. You gotta run half the time. The other half, you gotta start building your mental game, okay? You gotta be mentally capable to take on the mental warfare of running, okay? Sometimes people are gonna run behind you, gonna be like, oh, are they trying to pass me? Should I go faster? Should I drift behind them? No, just run in the lead. Destroy everyone's mental game by just running as fast as possible.
Wait. What happened to balance?
Oh, right. Okay, we're getting a little bit off topic here, so we're just gonna go to tip number 3.
Okay, tip number 3. Only eat bread.
Okay, nutrition. Nutrition is very important, okay? If you're exerting all this energy while running, you're running 10Ks, 20Ks, 40Ks every day.
Constantly, because you don't have a job anymore.
Yeah, right. You quit your job. You better quit your job by now.
Yeah, I want to see
Send
that
in-
resignation paper right now.
Yes, okay. Go do that. If you haven't done that, go do that right now. Even if you don't have a job, if you go to school,
Quit school.
quit your college, quit your university, quit your elementary school.
Quit kindergarten if you have to. I don't care. It's time to run.
But basically, yeah, nutrition. And I don't know why you said specifically bread, but bread's good.
Bread. It's great. Bread. Shout out to Cobb's Bread.
You get bonus points if you eat bread while you run.
Yeah, because then you're
Or
not...
if you just eat while you run, because it's saving time, right?
Yeah, you're running and eating. You're just exerting energy as you gain energy.
All right, tip number 4, I think. We might have skipped a tip, but I can't remember.
I think it's... Whatever. Tip number 4.
Tip number 4, right. The very important tip number 4.
Tip number 4. Don't die, Because if you're dead, then you can't be an elite runner.
Tip number 5.
Tip number 5.
All right, just thought of this one. Do your research, okay?
This is all the research you need. Okay, that
No,
continues.
wait. I have some stuff to say about this one. I know this is like some research. This is like kind of some facts, not really facts, but you're gonna want to go online, search up what's good, what's bad. We should be telling you what's good and what's bad, but you can't always trust us.
We don't actually do any research.
And that's our top 5 tips to become an elite runner. Follow those, please.
Or
Yeah.
don't. I hope you've quit your job by now. Or school. Or whatever. Because I'd be pissed if you didn't. Because we told you like 10 times.
Anyways, one thing that I guess we didn't really include in the top 5 list to become an elite runner was road races. You gotta do a lot of road races, or just races in general. And one time, we had a crazy race.
As in we, I mean just Cameron. And shout out to
Basically, back in the day, I think this was, how many years ago do you think? 2?
1.
1 year ago, we had this race at the Santa Parade. And so me and my buddy, we drove there, but we're already running kind of late. So, we're kind of worried, we're nervous, we're like, oh no, I don't know if we're gonna make it there on time, but whatever. And just the whole day was just filled of just one challenge after another, one mistake after another.
What a freaking mess.
Yeah, it was just a mess. So we get there, and right off the bat, we can't find parking. We're like, can we park here? Oh wait, no, that's a fire hydrant. Can we park there? Oh wait, that's also a fire hydrant. So we just keep on going, But we finally find parking, but we're running late. Okay, we don't even have our bibs because our running group, Boardwalk RC, they were supposed to give it to us when we got there, because I don't know why we didn't have it at the time, but you know what, we just didn't have it.
Because Boardwalk is just in a constant state of mess.
So pretty much, we're calling the people on our team. We're like, yo, we freaking need our bib. We're gonna run soon. We paid for this race. This is like the most important race in our life. This is like more important than the Olympics. It really wasn't, but just for the sake of the story. And no one is answering, right?
They're just like, off. You don't want your fucking bib.
So they didn't even say that.
They're just like,
didn't
oh look,
respond. They didn't even say off.
Cameron Wu is calling me? Yeah, that guy.
They didn't even say that though. Oh yeah, they did say that. I guess maybe. So, but eventually we get through to them. We find them in like some sort of sketchy alleyway. We're like, thanks for the bib.
They're doing drugs probably.
I also remembered like someone had to put my bib on me because it was so cold that my hands just like I couldn't put the safety pins like through my bib. They were frozen.
It's like
One
stabbing
thing
yourself.
about me is I really hate running in long pants or long sleeves. I don't know why. It's just one of my things.
She's a princess.
And so basically, it was so cold because, let me remind you, this was a Santa Parade race. So it's like near Christmas and it's freezing cold. My hands are like numb. I'm like, I don't think I can make it through this day. I'm already having doubts. We haven't even started the race yet. But you know what? Whatever. Gotta keep on going. Got our bibs, right? You would think it's all ready to go. Wouldn't you think it would be all ready to go, right?
No, because I know the end of this story.
Okay. But, of course, more problems are coming. So
Got it.
basically, both of us, we got to take a piss. That's the next problem. And since it's like the day of the Santa Parade, there's like so many people there, and it's for the race as well. Every single shop is like filled to the max with like for the washroom.
It's like a piss party.
It is a piss party, pretty much. Tim Hortons, Subway, whatever restaurant, you name it. It was freaking packed. And we're like, okay, we're gonna miss the race. So there was this one park in the middle of the place. There's like the parade is ready to go. There's like so many people near this park, but we're like, you know what? It's our only option.
Priorities. You know, sometimes you just gotta take a piss and sacrifice any just sanity that you have left.
So there weren't any really trees to piss, so we had to like I personally went behind a bush, but it was not like a big bush, so it was just like really awkward.
It's like a shrub.
It was like literally, yeah, just a shrub. And there I am just taking a piss, and like 360 view around me. There's not even like a wall behind me, like for safety. Just 360 view. And I just make eye contact with someone in the marching band who's right next to the park. I'm like, shit, everything's going bad. And then and we're like, okay, we eventually take the piss, and we're both running to the start line because we're running late. And there's a random ass guy just like, I saw you. He literally said that.
This guy was watching you take a piss because I don't even know why. He just was.
I mean, like, That was just kind of weird. Maybe he was talking about his son or something. Like, oh, I saw my son. I saw
Taking a
you."
piss in a bush, in a shrub, in a park, being watched by a marching band.
But anyways, we go back. We like freaking sprint to the start, and we make it there. I'm freezing cold. I don't know how. We make it to the front of the line, and then I made it onto CP24, and that was the end of my problems. Also, I ran a shit race, so I guess that was also like kind of a problem.
Except for that wasn't actually the end of the problems, because later I met up with Cameron, because we came to watch him run the race, you know, at like a normal time, not like at freaking 5 a.m. in the morning. And then so we're there, and we're going home, and then our parents were like in Korea, so we had to take the TDC. And then my sister gives him the TDC money, but this guy's like freaking dead after this race. He's like freezing to death, and then he just gave away his TDC money to Spider-Man.
You know those vendors on the side of the street? Well, not vendors. I guess there's this guy cosplaying as Spider-Man. You know, he's like standing on the garbage can going like... Those are like web noises, by the way. And he was doing that, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give this to Spider-Man. Maybe it was the cold that just broke my brain. Maybe I was just a broken man.
He gave away the money, and my sister was like, okay, pay for it. And he's like, oh, wait. Well, I don't have any money. She's like, I gave you money. He's like, oh, that money. Give it to Spider-Man.
But you know what, Spider-Man, if you're listening to this podcast has like probably like 10 views. You're welcome.
That was like $2.
That was my ticket home, and I freaking gave it to you to freaking save the city.
Wait. Anyways, here's my story. Alright, so I did cross country in like elementary school because I was forced to. But
when is this during elementary school? Because elementary school is like grade 1 to 6, grade 1 to 5 sometimes.
I don't know, like grade
So you
3.
could be in grade 1.
Let's just say grade 3.
Okay.
So it's probably around grade 3. It's probably close to grade 3. So I'm in grade 3, supposedly. And then you have to do this thing where you have to like wake up at like freaking 7, or like not 7, probably like 6, and you have to be at school by 7 to do like workouts in the morning. And that was like probably like the worst time I've ever had in my life.
What the heck? I do not remember this. Was this for like cross country or
Yeah,
track?
cross country training.
Oh, okay.
Early
I thought
morning.
this was just something that the school forced you to do, like, you know, just go run laps.
Yeah,
Cool.
no.
Yeah, no.
So I was forced to do that every day. I was waking up early back in the day when my sleep schedule was actually like kind of existing. Those were the days.
This kid goes to
Anyways,
sleep at like 5 a.m. now. What the
what?
hell?
I don't know. What?
Fun fact, we're recording this podcast at like 2 a.m.
Holy crap! It's 2:36. Okay. Anyways, anyways, I was running, and then I all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I just get a nosebleed. Okay, this is an anime where we just get like nosebleeds for certain reasons.
This guy was just running, just saw a girl, and then...
Okay, no, okay.
He's on some anime shit.
I'm not on like anime drugs. What? Okay, so I just start getting a nosebleed. Let's just say it's because like I don't know.
This guy, for some reason, he just got a lot of nosebleeds back then.
Okay, yeah, I got a lot of nosebleeds back then. Then one just like comes on me during this
What? Oh.
running of a lap.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Karen's taking it the wrong way again.
Okay,
but-
yeah.
So there I am, I'm running, and I got a nosebleed, and then like, but I still want to run. I don't know. I just kept running, and there's like gushing down my shirt, and then like,
Wait, did anyone else notice?
well, I mean, yeah, there's like blood gushing down my face.
So everyone else was just like, this guy, we're just gonna keep on running. This guy could have been like fatally stabbed by just some random ass guy. But you know what? We gotta run for cross country.
So I go,
City champs, boys. I wasn't the city champ. like I
never
said.
stop running. I never stopped running. I took my own advice.
No, it was because of that moment that he put that #1 tip into the top 5 elite thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I finished like the run, and I go up to one of the parents, and then like there's blood all over my face. She's like, "Holy shit!"
So wait, you didn't want to just leave? Just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get a Kleenex. You just went up to the parents and be like, help me, please.
I was
Please
like,
help me.
"Yo, you got a Kleenex?" And she was like, "No." So I was like, "Great." So I'm like gushing blood, and everyone's gonna like see me, and I'm gonna be like publicly humiliated.
See him run, see him run.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta think of something. So, you know, I just
Okay, wait. Wait, so you went to the parent, but you didn't want him to see you? What?
well, I mean, I just went to a parent and I was like, "Hey, you got Kleenex?"
And then they were like, no.
And they were like, "No."
And then you just left.
And then I went to the back of the school, and I just went to one of the plants, and I just ripped off a leaf, and I just used that as a Kleenex to stop my nosebleed.
Man, this man was a savage runner. He was just doing literally just like a savage.
Just like using leaves as Kleenexes. Man. And then I
Did it work though? That's the main question. For all those runners out there who for some reason get a nosebleed while they're running and they're near some nature, will it help them to use a leaf while they run?
Well, I mean, if you're like running an elite race, I mean, whatever. I
If
mean,
you're running an elite race, don't stop.
you're running an
Don't
elite-
stop. To,
Don't
like,
stop to like. There's like that video of like that guy who like whose balls start like hanging out of his pants, but he keeps going. He keeps going.
You gotta be like that guy,
Yeah.
except with a bloody nose.
Yeah,
which
I
is
mean, like
probably a
bloody
lot
nose
less
is
severe.
a lot less embarrassing than like having your balls just hanging out of your pants.
So let's just say. No, okay, forgot what I was gonna say, but I think I just remembered now. So if you're running during training, maybe get a leaf.
Maybe get a leaf.
But, anyways, I feel like we've gotten enough for this podcast, so this is Cameron
This is Justin.
signing off for this podcast, running edition.